Hey guys, have y'all noticed that there's a lot of unprovoked hate and jealousy going on nowadays? You could just be going throughout your merry day, not worried about nothing. Most of the time, chosen ones, we're not worried about anybody, we're not worried about anything. But for some reason, we get caught up in some mess. Somebody's in their feelings about something. Somebody has to say something to you about something. Somebody just catches an attitude with you for no reason. You can't get proper customer service when you go in these business places. Unprovoked hate and envy and jealousy is real. It's really real. And it's not talked about enough. And a lot of us chosen ones, we do not understand that type of behavior because we do not hate and have envy and jealousy on our heart. And even if those feelings do creep in, we find a way to check ourselves and to realize who we are. When you do not know who you are, when you are not tapped in, that's when a lot of confusion will come about. You got to be tapped in, guys. You got to know who you are. You got to stay prayed up. Can't let the enemy and these dark thoughts get to you. There's so much envy because people are not worried about themselves. They're not worried about their own life. When people say get your life, it's get your life, not get somebody else's life. You need to be out here working for God and working on you. And I'm telling you, if most people did that, the world would be such a better place. The world would be a better place. Because everybody's focus would be directed towards them where it needs to be. But no, that would be too much like right. Oh no, that's too much work. Because when you put that and turn that around on yourself, you actually have to execute and put that work in now. It can't just all be about talk. You got to actually go in and work on yourself. Realize why you're having those feelings. Where is it coming from? How can I change? How can I be a better person? And every day life is going to test you until you get it together. And I'm telling you guys, most people are not going to do that, unfortunately. They're not going to do that. They're going to continue to be haters. They're going to continue to be NPCs. They're going to continue to live a life of misery. And what do they say about misery? Misery loves company. And misery is looking for a whole lot of company nowadays. Envy and jealousy is not even being provoked. Chosen ones are not out here saying, hey, look at me. Hey, look at the glow up. The glow up's being televised. We're not doing any of that. Our light is just shining so bright on people that they have to notice. And instead of acknowledging in a positive way, they choose to acknowledge in a negative way. With their actions, with their tones, with the things that they're doing. A lot of people are stalking you on social media. A lot of people are talking bad about you. There's group chats with your name in it right now that you don't even know about. And that's because people are not focused on the right things. They're not focused on their self. They're not focused on their passion. They're not focused on their growth. Social media has really fried people's brains to where they want to be so involved in someone else's life that they forget who they are. They forget that the reason they're here is to focus on their life and only their lives. Look at all the things that people post on social media, even like the reaction videos. It's all about somebody else. Nobody's really out here posting about their growth, what they're doing, what they're seeing out here in these streets. It's all reaction of somebody else's life. We got to get back to us. We got to get back to the real reason we're here. We got to stay grounded. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to say, hey, you need to be doing the right thing. You need to be putting in more work. You don't need to be jealous of her. No, most jealous people are just going to be connected to other people that's jealous, and they are just going to find that common ground so they can trauma bond together. That's how that works. They don't want it. They don't want to be talking to somebody else that's trying to tell them to do the right thing. Chosen ones, we embrace that. We embrace somebody telling us what's the right path and the righteous path and the godly path to go down. But most people don't want to hear that. They want to continue to be in this matrix. People are fighting to be in this matrix, to stay in it. They don't want to come out. Because coming out of it is too hard. Coming out of it takes work. Coming out of it takes sacrifice. Coming out of it means the death of the old them. And they like the old them. They feel comfortable in their skin. They feel comfortable being a hater. They feel comfortable being an op. They feel comfortable just walking this earth to be an NPC. They feel comfortable having jealousy, envy on their heart. They feel comfortable having that weight on them. Who am I talking to in this video? Unprovoked hate, envy, and jealousy is out here. You better keep your eyes open. You better stay prayed up and vigilant at this time. Because you don't know who is who nowadays. You don't know who really loves you and who's really against you. Your discernment and your intuition have to be high right now, but you got to stay tapped in for that to happen. You got to stay walking with the light for that to happen. You got to be putting in that work every day for that to happen. It's not just going to magically happen. You got to stay connected. In conclusion to this video, guys, I'm seeing more and more nowadays people just hating, giving like hateful looks, just not supporting your business, not giving you words of encouragement. Just deliberately just doing things where you can tell people have hate and envy and jealousy on their heart. You'll be surprised who's comparing their lives to yours. You'll be surprised who's trying to play catch up with you at this time. But chosen ones are so far ahead of people, we're leaving people in the dust. Let's talk about it. There is no playing catch up. We're so far ahead. We're so innovative. Our work ethic is unmatched. Our determination is unmatched. And this is why people choose to go down the route of being a hater instead of coming together and let's rise up together. Come together and let's make something beautiful out of it. I talk about generational wealth a lot on my channels because that's how I grew up. My family coming together and saying, let's do something. What happened to that? I don't hear nothing about that anymore. Where's the plan for the future? It's not all about you. What about the next generation? But if you come from a long line of haters, and you got nothing but haters in your circle, how you even going to be the one to break out and think like that? So you got to get certain people out of your circle. Cut them off. Straight clean. We don't need no closure. We don't need no talk about it. We're done. And start working on you and going to the top. Until the next video, guys. Go to sleep with a dream and wake up with a purpose. Peace.